Welcome to Expat Life Ghana. I'm Tony. My wife Ayo. We're documenting our move from Ghana or from Texas to Ghana as we go beyond the return.
Hi, on this video, I'm going to show you how to
In this
create
video, we
ads
are all
account
talking
on Get.
all about how
I'm
we are
also going to
not
show you how
black
to
in
restore a
Ghana.
Facebook ads account.
Oh my goodness.
Oh wow, so much going on today.
In this video, we're talking about how we're not black in Ghana. So let's go ahead and get this video started. Aquava! Tony and I are separate this month in our lives. This is weird,
Yes.
Tony.
I know. It's just everything's off right now. I can't even get our greeting, our traditional. I should know this by heart greeting. I can't even get it out.
You should totally know this by heart. Shame on you. Oh well, it's okay. Now everyone will know exactly how much punching I do underneath the table when we're doing our lives, just trying to
Yeah.
keep it on track. No, I'm just
Tap,
kidding.
tap, tap. Pay attention. Yeah, I'm gonna miss that tonight. So,
How are you?
wow. It's this house really isn't big, but it feels like a 20 bedroom mansion right now because you guys are gone.
Aw.
So yeah, it's like low. I hear every creak, every noise. You know, I
I'm
I hear
glad.
everything in
You know
this
what
house.
it feels like when you take the boys for boys' night and I'm all by
Uh,
myself in the house. Now you know what it's like.
yeah.
Mm. Well, for those of you who are joining us, if you haven't been able to tell already, Tony and I are not in the same house tonight for the live. We are coming at you separately with separate live feeds. So excuse us if there's any bumps or
There's
mistakes.
gonna be some.
We don't usually do it this way, so it's a little tough.
Right, right.
Anyway, let's go ahead and pop into shout outs.
Shout outs. This past month we had a couple of people come um to Ghana and I was able to meet them. We'll start out with Gannett. She was at the beginning of the month, I believe. Jerry Lee came in. Let's see, Odie and Crystal. Maggie came in. She's doing some volunteer work at a hospital here in Timma. Ronald H came in. Ronald, I am so sorry I have not been able to connect with you. Our schedules are just so crazy right now, and you're busy in town. So Ronald H, sorry. We've just been missing each other. Nothing personal, sir. And that is it. That is it for the shout out so far.
Nice.
Yeah.
You've been running around and gunning all month, so it's been kind of a
Yeah, it's
busy
been a
month.
busy month. It's been a busy month. So
Definitely. Hey, I
mm.
like your shirt.
Ah, do you now? Nice
I
little
know I see
short
those.
sleeve deal from Alpha Afrique. Alpha
Yeah.
Alpha Afrique. I am having all kind of problems today.
It's okay, babe.
Um,
You're not supposed to be the same without me. That's how it's supposed to
yeah,
work. So.
I'm not. I'm not. And you are looking very, very chic yourself, lady. Very
Hey,
nice.
I hadn't worn this until I, got ready tonight, and I was like, ooh, I mean, you can't see the whole thing, but it's very like,
Oh, it fits you. Yeah, very.
yeah. So I might have to go out in this one again.
Really?
I like this one. I got the
All
little
right.
sleeves. It's all lined on the
Flair.
inside.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
So I'm kind of, hey,
Nice. Hmm.
I'm feeling this jacket. So I think it would look really cute over a little black dress or jeans.
Mm-hmm. Just
Jeans.
a
So,
little casual. It looks
yeah.
nice.
So I'm liking this one. You'll have to take
Yeah.
me out when I get back. How about that?
Well, oh, that sounds great. Um, we want to thank again Alpha Afrique
Yes.
getting
You
us
can check
looking
them out
nice
on
tonight.
Instagram, and their link is in the description box below. Or if you're actually in East Legon, then stop by their little shop. It's so cute, and she updates
Mm-hmm.
the inventory every time I go. There's another set of things that I haven't seen before, so it's worth stopping
Yeah.
in a couple of times if you can. all ready to wear. I love the pockets on all the dresses. It's like my favorite thing.
Right. Oh yeah. No complaints from them. Charles and Emma Fudd, they do great work.
Yeah,
Very nice.
love it. Well, let's pop in and say hello to some folks and see how everyone is doing. Shakira says she's coming with her hubby for May.
Oh, come the first weekend of May around my birthday and bring presents.
She's asking about the weather in May, though. It's not that hot in May.
It's not that hot. It's actually it's kind of cool.
It's
I
like
wouldn't say
coming.
cool.
It's coming
Yeah,
down.
it's coming into, yeah.
Yeah, so it's not too bad, and it's not quite rainy season, so that's a good time. That's a good time to
Yeah.
come. Yeah, definitely. Abby says hi. Hi, Abby.
Hey
How are
guys.
you?
Hey, Abby.
Sending us lots of love. Thank you.
Appreciate the love.
Yeah.
Cecilia Hudson. Hey Cecilia, how you doing?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Jay, you're not black there because they discriminate according to tribe. Let's not be aloof. All righty then.
Yeah, so we're diving into the deep stuff early, Tony.
Yeah, I know. It's like, whoa, Jay. Let's just say hi first. Hey, Deline, my man, how are you? Thanks. I'll see you in a week. You'll be back in a week. Hey, sounds
Hey.
good. Sounds good. Look
And
forward
say hi to the
seeing you then.
family. Say hi to the family.
Yeah. Selima, I think is the wife's name.
Yeah.
Okay, hello to Kimmy and Regis from Detroit. How are you, sir? July 22nd, Cecilia got her passports and working on visas. Way to go.
Good job. We got somebody else here too who's going to be here in a couple of weeks. They want to know about the connecting. We're actually going to talk about that in just a little bit. Somebody coming in from Atlanta.
All right, a lot of ATL people coming in as of late. So
yeah, yeah, definitely. Hey,
Taquisha, hey, how you doing?
I'm not sure which part was funny, but we didn't be funny yet. So. Hey, Mary.
And Mary Elizabeth, greetings, beautiful family. We appreciate that. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Mama, what is that? Mama Beanies. Whoa, lights going crazy.
Hey. Hello from Charlotte. I always love to see where everybody comes in from. They're always
all over
the place. Yeah. Hello from Cincinnati. Hello, I am Tony.
Mark, how are you?
Mama Bee's knees, one sick, the cloth behind you. I'm not even gonna lie, I'm traveling, and so this was Leo's baby wrapper. And I still bring it along with me because when the kids want to like cover up or anything else, I throw it, I throw it on them.
Mm-hmm.
So you are taking the look at my baby wrapper from Leo. Glad you caught us on. Yes.
Yeah, finally.
Yes.
Oh yeah, Taquisha can give justice to the boutique there. Yes.
Definitely. Descends from Africa. Hey, how are you? Hey, we've got some people coming in from South Carolina, from Jersey, from
Fresno,
from the Bronx.
Wow, Ann Arbor, Michigan. Wow, all over.
Yes.
Where are international people from?
Yeah.
Like
we definitely get
and all that.
Hey, from LA. Hey, how you doing? Got someone here coming in from Miami. I just love I think that's the part that always is shocking to me, but I love that so much is that people from all over are interested in this process. It's not like, city people or country people or people from just the United States. We get people from the UK, from Europe, from Australia. So I always think that's really fun. I don't know about you.
Yeah, absolutely. That's why I see, especially when they come in, just the reach that we have across the globe. It's pretty amazing.
Absolutely. Somebody's coming in from the U.S. Virgin Islands. Another person in from Cali.
Did you see one? You skipped over one. I wanted to make mention. Winifred.
Oh wait, did I skip over Winifred? Oh, hey.
Hey, Winifred, my friend, 2011
from Stockholm.
Awesome. There you go.
We've got Misty
Canada, Ransford.
Yes. Somebody coming in from Vegas. Hello. We've got someone coming in from Wisconsin.
Hey, wait a second. I know that place.
And then we've got, thank you, Zen Fox.
Fox.
Oh,
Thank you.
very
Appreciate
much.
that.
We appreciate that a lot. Hope you're doing well in whatever corner of the world you're in. Washington State.
Like
Hey,
Washington
Ty.
State.
Whew. All these cold places, though, are not.
I know. Yeah. Michigan checking in.
So I always love getting into one more person. Bonsoir from Atlanta. Salut, ça va? And then let's get back in. So
wait. Lake Charles, Louisiana checking in. All right. Chantel Walker. Appreciate the love. That's kind of like very close to home there.
Hey, Bronx, yes, and Fox, Bronx, that's right. We've got someone in from Raleigh.
Mariella.
Winifred's got a message for you.
You have to invite you one of these days. Yes, absolutely.
We've been trying to invite you to the house.
Yeah.
For like a couple months.
Right. When the traveling is over, we'll have to get you over to the house.
Definitely. Well, so we have a big topic to talk about today. We're going to be talking about I'm Not Black in Ghana. So that's going to be a big one. I hope you guys are stoked in the comments. We're going to be hitting that one in just a little bit. But before we do, Tony, you had some Ghana events you wanted to mention for people. Where are you going to be heading out to soon?
Yeah. Well, tomorrow is our meet and greet, and if you're
You're
member
jumping the gun on the meet and greet. Here I go.
Am I? Oh, yeah. What do you want me to talk about first?
You said that you were going to head over to. Weren't you going to do something for? Is it Afrochella coming up?
Afro Xmas is coming up.
Oh, okay, that one's later too. I thought you told me Afrochella was coming up.
Oh, Afrochella is coming up. That's in December. I think it starts at 26, 27, 28, somewhere around there. But yeah, Afrochella is definitely coming up in December. I'll get out some dates to you if you're on the Facebook group or something like that. And definitely for our next live, I'll have the definite dates on that. So
I know a lot of people plan to travel during the holidays. So if you're in town in Ghana, definitely plan on trying to hit Afrochella. That's always a fun event. You enjoy that?
Yeah, that's fun. I enjoy Afrochella. Very nice.
Yeah, if you're out and about, you'll definitely see Tony because you'll be hitting it.
Right. Another thing coming up in Tema is Afro Xmas, and that is the 25th and 26th, I believe, of December. That is, there's a big carnival and parade. I think they're advertising like 7,000 masqueraders or something like that here in Tema. So Afro Xmas, the 25th, 26th of December.
Yeah, there are some very specific masquerade costumes that are typically worn for these events. Are you planning on donning the multicolored festival?
Yeah, I'll have the one that matches yours.
That was a total setup. Oh my gosh. Okay. We'll see how that goes then.
All righty.
Okay, so here's one that comes up all the time. This was something that you wanted to address. Tony,
are you free? No, I'm married. So it keeps me busy. Housework and stuff.
That's right. I try to keep you busy. No, we get a lot of people who want to know if we're free, like if we're
available. Meet up.
Yeah.
And as much as we would like to receive everybody and fellowship with you, we are just so busy. Io has a full-time
he is full and a half.
She's running the corporation, and I have my things here. So between that, the family, we got these little kids we're taking care of. Oh my God, they're a handful. So we really don't have. I know people see the videos like, oh, they're just doing the videos. It's like, no, we do a lot more outside of the videos. So we don't have a lot of
like the smallest.
Yeah, the
ask on our
smallest thing we
plate.
do.
Yeah, it's kind of it's I mean, we make sure we get one done every week, but like that's not where the bulk of our time goes is on the channel.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
you're
So
totally right. I
yeah.
always feel
So
bad too because I'm a total introvert, so people want to come and meet up and everything, and I'm like,
yeah. And you know me, I'm like, yeah, let's meet up. Sounds good, cool. But then it's like I'm stretching myself, and then I feel bad because I have to cancel on some people. So
well, and then I start to
ah,
ride on you too. You know, you meet up with them, and then you're not
mm,
around with us, and I would prefer
right.
you to be around with us.
Yeah, and, you know.
All right, so I guess
So
this
as
one
much
makes
as
me
we
feel bad.
love our viewers and followers, we appreciate you guys wanting to meet us, hang out with us. But we try to schedule these meetups quite regularly, and there's one tomorrow. You know, if you're going to be around, um, you'll get the info. It's here in Timma, so you'll get the info on our closed Facebook group as far as the location and time. But we just want to let you know that's how we meet up with people.
Yes.
And outside of that, once in a while, you may see me as a driver for a pickup or something like that. Or, you know, there's another way you can meet us. And if you book a tour with us, you're definitely going to see us. So,
I thought it was so funny because one of the people that you did a pickup for was shocked to find out that you were coming to pick them up.
yeah, they're like, oh my God, Tony, you're picking, it's you. I'm like, yeah, it's me. I work.
I know, I thought that was
So,
so funny. Anyway,
yeah.
well, so
Yeah.
you
So
have
for the,
to meet up
uh,
tomorrow without me.
yeah, it's, yeah, I'm not feeling very comfortable about this because Martina's not feeling well. So I'm the host, so I don't have backup. You're not there. My assistant isn't there. I'm like, oh. But however, the venue has a great staff, a manager who is very, very good friend of mine, and he has my back. So I'm really not worried about it. I'm just gonna come and let things just do what they do. So
Well, tell Martina I hope she's feeling better. But yeah, definitely
yeah,
come out. I think it's fun too when we do them at these events that people have an opportunity to network and meet people. Because I think the whole point of people wanting to meet with us is like they want to meet someone like them here in Ghana, you
yeah,
know?
yeah,
So I
yeah.
think it's fun when we do these events because people can really work with each other. The only way you can get this information is if you are part of the closed Facebook group. Unfortunately, we don't share that here on the YouTube
Yeah, they
channel.
don't want like 1,000 people showing up at this venue. They're like, hey, well, all these people. So yeah,
Yeah, so definitely join the group. The details for the group and the link are in the description box below. Let's jump back into comments and see how everyone is doing. I gather you have to be vaccinated for some of these events, including Afrochella.
uh, there some of the indoor events they are requiring vaccination proofs. I've noticed some of the events that have caught my attention. The outdoor events, not so much. So
And a
that's
lot of them are outdoors. I mean, like the
right.
bulk of them are outdoors.
This
So,
is Ghana, baby. Everything's outdoors. So,
well, so
um,
I think that's something to keep in mind too.
yeah,
Kwame wants
yeah.
to know why we're in different rooms.
Because we're in different buildings.
Yes, that is true. Yeah, I'm traveling, and so I couldn't get back in time for this live tonight, and so I had to remote myself in.
Right. And
Right.
I'm here in my private office.
Is it private
Right.
all by yourself right now? What is that? Private office. You're at the house,
Private
but you're
office.
at the house.
I'm,
It's fine.
I'm at, yeah, I'm back. I'm in the second studio at the house. Yeah.
You wish.
That's funny.
Uh,
Okay. Hi. I'll take this one from Judas Cup. Great to see you. Are you available during the tours? Yes. More than likely, I'll be your tour guide, or you'll see me pop in on your tour. So yeah, absolutely, we are available during the tours.
oh,
If you're getting one of our tour packages.
absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. Muriel wants to say thanks for making time to meet up with people when they're there. Yes. And like
Yeah.
I said, I think it's more fun when people get to meet up with one another. I think that's like that's a big
Hmm.
part of it.
Yeah, and it takes kind of the burden off of us to being the the host for that all the time. So it's good
Yeah.
to just see people hang out and mingle with each other.
Yeah, I think it's good. Daleem says he's missing the meet and greet.
Oh yeah, that's right, Delim. For you, sir, I'd be glad to meet up with you.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow. Okay. All right. I see
yeah.
how it goes. A Brown wants to know if he can get approved. He's in pending status.
Hey,
Tony,
Brown.
y'all, if you don't answer the questions and agree to the terms of the group, he doesn't even read it. He deletes it.
Yeah, absolutely. I tell you what, hey, Brown, I'll be looking for you in the group once I get off tonight and see what we can do for you. But
Uh,
absolutely, answer the questions, man.
Jose says, get those likes up. Yes,
Oh
please.
yeah, everybody, thumbs up, hit those likes, all that.
Mark says he'll be using the tour service. So that's awesome.
We
Yay.
absolutely appreciate that.
And Winifred is saying that her mom's 95th birthday is tomorrow. So to Winifred's mom, happy
Oh,
birthday.
happy birthday. That's a great achievement. 95 years. Wow.
No, that would be like,
Wow. Happy
yeah,
birthday.
that's a good one. Say happy birthday to her for us, please.
Hmm.
Miss T,
Miss
the
T.
women's trip in 2022.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, Martina has put together a nice package for the women's trip. So yeah, she's very thoughtful in what women would want to do on that trip here in Ghana. So
Yes, definitely.
looking good.
Well, so out of I want to make sure that we take the opportunity that we have to talk about the headline for this video, which is "I'm not Black in Ghana." Um, I thought this was. We've done a couple different interviews in the last maybe 3 weeks. We had a magazine, we had a TV show, and this kind of theme keeps coming up. You said something in one of our YouTube videos, I guess, it wasn't that long ago, that
Hmm.
on your first trip, you kind of reflected on being Black. Do you want to tell that story that you
Yeah,
that
yeah. I think for around the third or fourth day I was here, I realized that everything I felt about myself in the States, I didn't feel here. And it came to me, I was like, yo, you're not black. That's what it is. And I was like, wait a minute, I'm not black. I'm not black here in Ghana because everybody's black. So all the baggage you have as a black man in the States or in any other country, you lose those when you come to a country where people who look like you are in the majority. So
I think you must have
it
touched on a nerve with some people when you said that.
yeah, and they're like, you know, it's hard to explain, and I always tell people come here and experience this feeling that I have, this feeling of empowerment that the plains field it's equal. It's just different. I don't even know how to get into it right now. I'm on the spot with this, but it was the first time that I walked into a room and my identity was Tony Jones, not the black man standing over there, because I was the only black man in the room. So it changed. It
Yeah.
changed me. It changed a lot about how I looked at the world and how I wanted the world to look at me. So
I always think that's so interesting, because before you and I were together,
hmm
I traveled uh, a lot, and I don't know that you definitely didn't have as much international travel, but even domestic travel,
right.
like I think that our travel miles were definitely different, and
hmm
so I had experienced what you'd experienced before, and it almost took it. I think I almost took it for granted, like that was a thing that you may not have ever had. So it was so shocking to me when you said that on our first trip, that when you were in Ghana, it was the first time you weren't Black. And I was just like, whoa. And I had to
Yeah.
pause because I was like, well, so what does that even, like, what does that mean? Because at that point, we've been married, we've got kids. I was trying to figure out
Yeah.
how to make sure our kids, like our boys, didn't end up having this same feeling, like that they're Black first with this negative connotation, right?
Right. Right.
Yeah, that's some deep stuff. So
Yeah. Um, for me, I again, it's just it like you said, it is deep, and people get comfortable with, like you said, my travel experience. I'll use that as an example. I it was limited to where I felt comfortable, and a Black man in America, some places like, ooh, I don't know if I want to go there. I don't know what it's like, the climate is like for Black people there, and there's some places in the South that you don't want to travel to because the history of it. And here it's like I just go wherever I want to, and I just blend right on in. So um just being able to blend in, and and have to be, somebody has to ask you, hey, who are you, you know is different than they know who you are because you're one of the only people who look like you.
yeah, and I think, we've both worked in environments in the States where we're one of a few, like
Right.
we're the Black person as opposed to anything
Hmm.
else, right? And so you have to navigate your environment in a completely different way because the people around you see your race before they
Yeah.
see anything else about you. So you're the Black.
Right. Right. And I know, like, as I look at how other races are treated here, like I look at sometimes when we're out and I get frustrated because of your fair skin, people, they're like, oh, she's not from here, she's a foreigner. But they treat certain foreigners different. If you're fair skinned, Black American, they don't give you that same respect as they give, like a Chinese international or something like that.
Mm.
And it's just the dynamics of race here is really different because a lot of people are looking at the Black man or the Black woman, and they see how people are able to manipulate themselves through the system, and or not manipulate, but to integrate themselves into the system, then they disappear into it. Where you, on the other hand, you're always going to stick out, and
Every once in a while, I
it's
think, like,
not so
maybe I
much.
don't, but it's not true.
Mm, yeah, yeah. But how you stick out is different from how, like, somebody, like a Chinese entrant may stick out. You
Yeah.
know,
Well,
and
what's interesting too is that, in the States, I definitely was a minority, but in Ghana, I'm still a minority. So I don't even know that
right.
I experience your freedom from race the same way, to the same extent that you have. You've
Hmm.
definitely felt it very deeply. Whereas
Yeah.
um, I don't. I think I am equally a minority in both places. In both
Hmm.
places, I kind of stick out. So
Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
able to escape that like you, but you definitely, this like reverberated inside of you.
Hmm. Yeah. I had to go to Community One today, and had to pick up some stuff. So I I stopped, and I stopped right in front of a sign that said no parking, stopping for pickup only. And the officer walked up to me, and it's like, at the same, like, yeah, yeah. And he's talking to me. I'm like, oh, wait, slow down. And then he caught my accent, and he's like, oh, you can't park here. I said, but it says stopping only for pickup, and I'm picking a guy. He says, yeah, but that's for the other side. And I'm like, yeah, but the sign is here for this side. I can't see the sign on the other side, so that's why I stopped here. And he just looked at me like, yeah, I guess so. And it was just another one of those instances where again, he just looked at me and was like, "Oh, he's from here. He's a Ghanaian man."
You get that all the time. It is
I
so
do.
not fair. I'm
I
so
do.
jealous of it. I don't get that at all.
And you know, I see this all the time in the States, you know, or wear my Texans hat to fit in with everybody, or your Packers gear, you know, you have an association with something. And here it's like I have an association with the people who look like me. And it's it's different. It's different association, you know. It's like, hey, it's a belonging. And
Yeah.
even, you know, you can look at the people here, even from the different tribes where they're from regionally, and you can see the difference in how they are look physically. So um, you get more into that. The longer I'm here, the more I'm recognizing where what tribes people are from because of how they look physically. So um, yeah, I'm not black here. I'm just a man, just a
Yeah.
man, a
And
taller man too for this region. So they all like, oh, you Fanti from up north, or Shanti from up north, or something like that. You know?
yeah, you get to experience being a local before you open
Mhm.
your mouth.
Yeah, yeah.
So that, like, and I do feel like that is a very liberating experience that you're able to
Hmm.
have. And what's funny is I mean, I've said this one, told this story before too. I was at a store and I asked a question and the girl who was helping me didn't know she wanted to ask the boss. And she turned around and she said, "Boss, there's a white lady here." And I literally turned around because I wanted to see where the white lady was. And she
It's
was
like,
talking about me. I was like,
like, oh, where? A white lady.
"No, I'm not." But
I know.
to her, I am. And I was kind of sad about that. It was it was a different kind of loss of my blackness, right? Because like, so
Yeah.
now I'm not black here. I'm Obroni. I'm white. I'm a foreigner. And I know that when she said that, it wasn't trying to strip me of my
Oh,
identity
right,
or
right.
anything. But that was the other part of it is that your race and your identity are not so tightly intertwined in
Hmm.
Ghana. Whereas in the States, whatever you are is prefaced by black,
Yeah,
the tall black guy.
yeah.
The shorter black lady. It's always an association with your race. And here everyone's black. So you're not the tall
Hmm.
black guy. No one would ever call you the tall black guy.
Yeah. No, they would say the tall black. They'll say the tall guy because I'm like of the guys that I'm around. I'm the taller one. So they'll
Right.
say, yeah, the tall guy with the bald head. Yeah, that's me. Mhm.
Yeah. So it's just, I think it's something you can't experience. It's something you
Yeah,
can't experience anywhere in the States, even if you're in an area where it is predominantly minority,
yeah.
you're still not free of your blackness.
Hmm. Yeah,
So it's so interesting the way it is.
yeah. There's a question I wanted to respond to. Who's this S7 stem? Is
Oh, I
that
was going to pop into questions. Do you want me to let me see if I can find that one? There it is.
yeah, yeah. I'll give you an example of this so you understand. We were in line someplace, and you know, standing in a grocery line, at a place can be kind of competitive.
Don't
When
even
that
tell the story. Yeah, I don't even
I'm
want you
tell
to tell the
I'm
story.
I'm
I have
telling the
dogs
story.
now
The
on
story's
YouTube.
been told. All right. So here's the story. When somebody takes a step, you have to also take a step, or that step you didn't take is a step for somebody else to step in and take. Ah, well, if you're following these steps, all right. So what happened was the person in front of Io took a step ahead or something like that, and Io, because of COVID, it was giving the person space. Well, somebody kind of stepped in, and I'm like, uh, you got to say something. You just can't let them walk over you like that. And for me, it was it was an act of aggression, or I can be aggressive because oh, this light skinned person ain't gonna do that. They're from the States, they just let me go or whatever. And well, I've seen people do that to somebody else, and they're like, hey, respect yourself. You see me standing in line, get behind me. And it was a recognition of, hey, you have to, stand your ground here, and don't let people, walk over you or take, what's yours. And at the same time, I owed you were looked at as, well, somebody I could just walk over you. I didn't like that. So that's
It makes you so frustrated that's not that situation was not the first time that's happened, and it frustrates you
right.
so much.
It
But it's
does.
interesting because I was thinking about that. I think the last time it happened, I was like, I get so mad that you get so mad that I don't get into the line, and like, and I just like, I just don't.
Mm.
But I think that actually is part of the race conversation, right? When you're
Mhm.
in the States, if the same exact situation happened in the US, right? And I asserted myself in that scenario. Someone came in and I tried to assert myself. What would I be called, or how would I be labeled if I were stateside? I mean,
Angry black woman.
yeah, you know what they would call me?
Hmm. Yeah, angry black woman.
Yeah, so I think you hold on to that little bit of yourself still feels like you need to stay in your place, because otherwise your blackness or your attitude will be associated with this black culture of it all. Does that make
Hmm.
sense what I'm saying? I hope it makes
Yeah.
sense to you. And I
Yeah, I'm
say,
getting it. Yeah.
yeah. So I get that you want me to stand up in the line more.
And you see, I have the opposite effect where here I'm like, I'm more quick to say something to people. People cut me
Yeah,
off. I'm more quick, hey, cut me off. Or even police officer. No, you're not. I'm talking to you because you're trying to, no, not going to happen. So, it's a difference where for me, I think I could be without, people looking, oh, dial 911, get ready to push the other one. He's talking loud. We're gonna need the police here, and here I
yeah.
don't have that. You see a couple guys arguing here, and they're like, they're barking, and then
That's just a
a
Tuesday.
second later they
There's,
just turn around and walk away. Like, okay, I did my barking. Now I'm going away. So
yeah,
you can express who you are without worrying about how people perceive you, and
yeah. I
with
mean,
that
that's
negative
definitely.
angry black man, angry black woman label. So
Oh my
yeah.
gosh, and you carry that. That's the weird thing, is that you really do carry that around stateside. You're always carrying around your blackness.
Hmm.
You're never allowed to be free of it, because you're always having to regulate how black you're allowed to be in any given situation. That was a weird
Hmm.
statement, but yeah, you are. You're throttling your blackness dependent on the environment.
Right. And for anybody that says they don't, and that, I tell you what, come here.
Yeah, you
You'll experience it. You'll be like, okay, I see what you mean.
do.
I see what you mean.
I totally do. I'm gonna jump into the
Uh,
comments a little bit,
oh
but
yeah.
yeah, I'm definitely feeling it. Taquisha says that it's nice to be around people who look like you.
Hmm.
And Taquisha's lighter like me, and she felt very comfortable here in Ghana. I seem to remember from our conversation. So,
Oh yeah.
you know,
Mhm.
what's interesting too is there are Ghanaians who are here who are my skin tone.
Or oh right.
I've even met a couple who are lighter than me, and they're 100% Ghanaian. So there's a little flexibility in, there's not like you have to be dark like Tony, or in order to
Hmm.
blend in. I don't think that's actually true. I think it's your accent that gives you away more than anything.
Yeah.
Astral says she felt the same way when she went to Howard.
It's like,
Yes.
whoo, yep. Yeah,
Yep.
those went to HBCUs. They'll understand that.
Yeah, definitely. BR says that whenever I've been around people who look just like them, they get to be a human. Whereas in the US, it's always something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think, and that's part of what it is, right? So you come to Ghana and you get to be free of your blackness. I actually read this research article. I don't even remember how long it was now, related to education, and they talked very specifically about, I think it was in the same line of when you did the kid study where you gave a child a choice of a
The
black
black
baby
doll.
doll or the
Yeah.
white baby doll. Even the black kids chose the white doll. They actually talked about how being called black actually has a negative effect on a child's inside, like their internal feeling of self. But being calling yourself an African didn't have the same negative effect. So it was more empowering for a black child to be called African than it was to be called black because of just societal negative relations. And I always think about that. I always tried to make it a point with our kids that they know they're African.
Yeah.
To kind of set them up to be free of this like black baggage.
Yeah, it's weird to see Leo now, like Ghana's home now. How he references it and that recognition of his identity now. So it's interesting to see the 6-year-old go through this. I'm like, yay.
Yeah. Well, and I hope
Good
that he
job.
gets to feel free of his blackness. That
That
it's not the first thing he thinks of when he thinks of himself.
right. And
Yeah.
I think with him being here that he it isn't starting with him early. He doesn't get that early on. So that's good.
Yeah. So a
I'm
couple more
enjoying it.
comments here. John says, not a lot of racists in Ghana.
Yeah. Well, we appreciate that being here, I tell you.
Yeah.
No
No,
code switching on the motherland. Quadro.
yeah.
Quadro. How do you say that? Quadro.
Quadwo. Yeah. Code switching is like you speak so well.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, I don't. Even in business settings, I just talk.
But if I could tell you, if I had $1 for every time I got told I speak so well in the States, for real, I wouldn't have to work right now because that was a comment that I received a lot. So there's that.
Yeah.
Tony, you are not black in Ghana, but the irony is that in Ghana, Ayo is viewed as white.
Yeah.
Something?
Kwame, we get that.
Yeah, that is a real thing. So do you think that because Luke is more fair-skinned like me and Leo is darker like you, that the two of them not only have a different experience in being black in the States, but now are also going to have a different experience being black in Ghana?
Oh, definitely. I think the thing that would help Luke out is learning Tree.
Mhm.
Just getting more fluent in that.
Yeah.
But then I think, like you said, there are people here who are going to end that are that fair skin, that light skin, and they do well. Like look at Jimmy. They call him Mr. Red because
Mhm.
little red guy. Um, but I think that'll help him out more.
Yeah.
But definitely, they're going to have a different experience in both places. So.
Yeah, I agree. If they both find that they're local, or they have a firm grasp of the local language, I think that changes their experience a lot. So we'll have to
Yeah,
keep working on that one.
and I think too, then that changes how people perceive them. Then I think Luke won't be the American; he'll just be the light skinned guy.
Right.
He's just a fair skinned guy. He's not. They won't see him as Brony. He's just a fair skinned guy.
Right.
So if
They'll
he's
see him as
speaking
one of
tree
them.
with, yeah. So
Yeah. No, I agree. So we
learn,
got to keep those lessons up.
learning the language goes a long way. Remember that, people. Come here in Ghana.
David was sending some love out to Astral, who had made that comment about the H. She went to Howard, right? The same feeling at Howard.
Oh yeah.
Descendants from Africa can remember walking around the Hallmark store, and a employee was following. I mean, let me just tell you, by show of hands, how many people have been followed around a store?
Mm. Yeah.
Ghanaians suffer from a colonial white mentality.
Huh.
I agree. I do kind of.
Yeah, I see it in some places. Yeah.
Yeah,
You
you
see
can
it.
see
It's some attitudes even.
yeah, you can see the remnants of it a little bit, but and I hope it's going away. I made this comment to you the other day because you were talking about a naming ceremony for one of your tours, right? For the guys tour.
Right.
And I think it's so everyone here has their American name, or their not even American name, their white name. You know,
Right.
Kwame and Kwaku have James and, Robert. And I think it's so funny because Americans come to Ghana and the first thing they want to do is free their names
Change their name, right?
and get a cultural name. And people here continue to feel it's necessary to have a white name.
I as I'm understanding it, it's more like business reasons, more societal, where you're out and you're going to interact with somebody who can't pronounce your name. Oh, and because a lot of times, like, I'll give you, for instance, our realtor, James, the guys call him something else. They call him his Ghanaian name. So it's more of, okay, let me give you my American, because you won't be able to pronounce it. I'm gonna sit here 5 minutes trying to get you to say it correctly.
Man, that's
So
BS. I call BS.
no, for real. No,
I get what you're saying, but like that is a BS malarkey excuse as to why it's necessary for everyone to adopt this. I have an American name or I have a Western name to go along with my. People here know how to pronounce cultural names, and I find that they can pronounce the Western names less. Like, can you explain to me how Jerome is Jerome? And what was the other one we did the other day? Where I was
No,
like,
but remember, I was telling you, like I'm going to have an easier time learning the language, learning from people speaking it, than trying to read it, because how things are pronounced here, that's why Jerome is Jerome and not Jerome, is because that O sound it doesn't change,
right,
where you
but
can have.
he's walking through Ghanaian world as an example. This person with the name Jerome doesn't say Jerome walking around with an American Jerome. He's pronouncing a Western name with an African accent. So why would we not be able to pronounce or say his African name? Like, that's just
No, but even
coming from someone whose name was Io in America, in Wisconsin, going to school. If they can pronounce Io, you're gonna be okay.
there's another. Oh, Evans. Say that.
Evans?
Okay, it's Evans.
That's
Evans.
what I'm
That's
saying.
what you see. So that's why. That's why here there's a guy. I called him Evans. He says Evans.
Well, so
Okay, Evans.
I still don't understand the necessity of having this Western name, especially as ironic as it is that people coming from the West who get to Ghana
All right,
would
I'm gonna
adopt
shoot this.
a Western name.
I'm gonna shoot this out there. Is there anybody watching the feed right now named Pukwesi? If there is, Pukwesi, please comment and tell me what your American name is and why you go by your American name and not Pukwesi.
Oh, so you're going to ask the masses about this whole dual name?
Yeah, I am Pukwesi,
All
and I
right.
only say that because I think of PK across the street, Echo's brother, and I'm like, oh, okay.
All right. Well, let's pop in the comments while we're waiting for people to make an additional comment here. Ghanaians born and bred in Ghana do not understand the race politics baggage of our African Americans. Yeah. Someone asked me, because as the Obroni, I get asked this question a lot about how I can help someone get to America. And I'm like, I can give you the number to the airline. But other than that, you got me.
Yes.
But I'm always surprised when people are so interested in going to the United States, because I want to know why, right? Is it you want to go on a shopping spree? You want to, what is it? And they're always, I want to experience America. And I always feel like saying, you're going to experience it as a Black person. And I said that, I think it in my head, but I actually said it to one person and she looked at me completely confused as to what I was talking about. I said, if you go, you're going to be a Black woman. And she goes, yes, I'm always a Black woman. Like, I was like, no, you're going to be a black woman before you're going to be a black before anything else. And
Yeah, they don't.
we couldn't, I don't think I even could get through to her exactly what I was trying to say. I was trying to explain though that you'll go nowhere and be free of your blackness, that you'll be black. And she just made this face like, yes, huh, I'm always black. But I think Kwame's right. You know, when you are born and bred in Ghana and you don't have a lens to see what the American black experience is, it's hard to explain. How would you explain it?
It's like hell. Because I think you never know what you're going to get, you know, in different circumstances, different situations, different parts of the country. So you never know what you're going to get.
Yeah, I mean,
That's
it's
the
true.
sad part.
It is. Daystar says that they are the only black person and the only woman in their work group in engineering. Oh, I can imagine. Oh, I can imagine, girl. Sorry. You have to learn to navigate through, and I hope in Ghana it's going to be different. It totally is. What I think is really funny is that you almost have a learning curve in it too, because you're almost like you've built your identity around being a black woman or being a black man, right? You you get to you get to take off that part of your identity and just be a woman or be a man, and it almost feels like you have to re-identify yourself, like you have to figure out what you're going to be instead. if that makes any sense. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, so I think it's really interesting to get to navigate this new space of your persona, because you get to be free of your blackness.
Yeah.
I mean, do you feel like, as you reflect on things now, do you feel like you were the same person that you were in the US?
Oh, no. No.
And do you think that that's largely because your race gets to, you get to be not a different race, but you get to be raceless? That's not the word I'm looking for either.
Yeah.
You get to be comfortable in your blackness because you're...
Yeah, I'm free of my blackness. I'm comfortable in my blackness because I'm free of my blackness here. It's
but
weird.
You're black. It's
Yeah,
not even
I know, but I'm free of
your
being black.
blackness. It's
But
like you get
if
to
everything in the if every color in the world was pink, what would yellow be? It'd be really
jealous.
crazy. You'd be like, oh my God. So everything's the same here. So there's nothing different. So there's nothing that stands out. So there's
So do you feel proud of your blackness here, or you're aloof of it? You don't think of it?
No, how can I put this? I can be proud of my blackness here, where being proud of your blackness in the States may in some ways may be taken the wrong way. It may be, instead of saying, hey, I have this self pride, that's what I'm showing, or what's the word I'm looking for that's coming off of me? What's the word, Io? You're good for this.
Your aura,
With my
your
aura,
vibe.
yeah, something like that. My vibe. I gotta bring that in. I can't just be like, whoo, out in the station. They're gonna go, oh, because you know, people, they want you in your place. They want you controlled. They want you, they want you. They want to know what they're going to expect from you. They want that.
Yeah.
So here it's like, hey, you don't know what you're gonna get from me. Who knows?
Going to be crazy. That's what they're gonna get from me.
Yeah,
I didn't say
exactly.
that. Sorry, excuse
But
me.
you can't, think about where we lived in Texas.
Yeah.
And just my behaviors in the neighborhood. I can't take my behaviors here into that neighborhood. I could if I was a white person. I mean, but I can't because I'm black. I have to watch what I do in that neighborhood because I'm black.
Yeah, no, I agree with you, and I
Yeah.
think that's true, and I think that's a real reflection of what it's really like to be Black in America, that you can only grasp if you leave.
hmm
Like
hmm
I don't even know that if you were explaining this to yourself of 5 years ago, would it click with you, the old you? Would the old you have understood the magnitude of shedding your blackness?
No, not right away. Not right away. I don't think it's
Yeah, I think
because for a while I was like, what is this feeling that I have? You're like, wow, what is this? What is this? What is this? And then it
yeah.
hits you, boom. I'm not black.
It sounds so crazy when you say it. I'm sorry, I don't mean to laugh at you, but it's like, yes, you are. But
Yeah,
yeah,
I
I
am.
totally get
Thank
it.
you.
I totally get it. Yeah. Okay, we've got a lot of comments. I want to make sure we pop into them. Hey,
Okay.
Natalie. I don't know if what we were saying that people are laughing, but Natalie's saying she's been called white woman. Yep, isn't that something? It is totally, that's a thing. George, apparently the Aways got
Yeah,
a
the
bad rep.
UAs.
It depends on who you talk to.
Hmm.
I think it depends on who you talk to. Because if you talk to some Aways,
Yeah.
that's all good.
Yeah, I'm not. I don't want to offend anybody. I've heard stories, but I don't know if
You shouldn't talk.
yeah.
You haven't been here
We'll
long
talk in
enough. You
private.
don't get it.
Yeah.
Tabasco says, "How tall is Tony? Tony, how
Mm.
tall are you?"
Taller than 5'5", shorter than 6'5".
What is that?
Yeah, I'm 6'2" on a good day.
Depends on if you catch him in the morning or the afternoon. Invisible
Yeah,
but strong.
yeah, I'd slump a lot in the afternoon.
Invisible but
Uh,
strong says they remember being the only Black kid in class, and the teacher said in front of everyone, "Are you afraid because you are the only Black here?" Yeah, isolated and sad. You got that right. I've sat in many a class and been the only Black kid.
oh yeah.
And then had the weird name too, which was always kind of.
You want to hear something crazy? 81, 82, I went to Audubon in Milwaukee on the south side. So coming from the north side, taking that bus ride, that 35th Street bus, you get on it on the north side and everybody's black. You cross over the viaduct and half the people, you're like, whoa, it's half white now. And by the time you get to the school, it's all white. You're the only black kid on the bus. You go into the school, it's like 25% black and 75% white. So sitting in that classroom all day, yeah, you'd be the only black kid once in a while. And then the worst part was that bus ride because you get on and you're comfortable, but then you're thinking, man, by the time this is over, I'm gonna be the only black dude. And then when you're getting on, it's the same. You're like, I'm the only black guy. And then you get that bus ride back to the north side and you start feeling that anxiety go away, that I made it over the viaduct. And people who live in Milwaukee in let's say the early 80s, around that time, they know what I'm talking about as far as the segregation. It's not like how it is now where you see more blacks on the south side. Back then there was very few blacks on the south side.
So do you think that when you were in a majority minority setting, so like you're in the Milwaukee, you're surrounded by black people, did you still feel free of your blackness?
No.
And that's what
I,
I
I,
think is so interesting.
well,
You were comfortable
in a
around.
place like Milwaukee, your blackness is almost like a curse or something. It's
Right.
like you're like, oh, damn, you're black. Oh, you got the blackness plague. Like, oh,
I hope no one just started watching as you said that. That is, make
yeah,
sure we have context
but,
here. But yeah.
But here you walk around, you're like, oh, you were touched by God. Look at that blackness on you. and so you feel that. That's
Yeah.
kind of how we walk around here. I love it.
Yeah, I
I'm not
definitely
going back.
agree with that. Um, someone's asking if one of my parents is white. Yes,
She
indeed.
must be BB Sterling. Welcome to the channel. I'm Tony, and my wife Io. Yes.
Yep. The native people in Ghana need to reorient themselves. They have such a poor worldview. The Pan-African ideology that was instilled by Kwame Nkrumah is long dead. I think there's a lot of things that are from Kwame Nkrumah that have been abandoned that were good.
Ooh,
But you know what? I still think that Americans have a very poor worldview as well.
yeah.
I don't.
I think that their worldview is worse because there's the American worldview isn't set in reality. It's this falsehood of how great that the United States is. So it's not really set in reality.
Yeah, I mean, I think that anyone who hasn't left hasn't experienced the world can't have a good worldview. I mean, that's just me. I think you have to
Mhm.
leave your country to understand your country. I hope that's
Yeah.
not offensive to anyone. Speaking to your Ga opens you up.
Took an answer more no matter the race. Yeah, you're right about that.
Yeah, I definitely. Next time someone calls you white, just say you're from the Volta region. That'll be my new one, definitely.
This
Descendants
will
from
be
Africa.
fun. I
Yeah,
understand that.
totally. Yeah, just when I went to college at the time, my college was 4% black.
Mhm.
I want you to think about 4%. You were talking about
What is it?
25%.
6% black now?
If they're lucky. So, it was really like it was it, when you experience so few people looking like you everywhere you go, it takes a toll on, I think, on your ability to assimilate and feel included.
Mhm.
So I will say that.
Yeah.
Light skin colorism. I feel like Ghana ladies really talking about colorism in Ghana.
Yeah.
How do you feel? And here's another one. Do you feel like there's colorism?
Um, I don't know.
That's because you look like everybody. Yes, there is.
I don't.
I think there is until they can establish if they look at you and your color is the first thing that your skin tone is the first thing that they're seeing. They're waiting to find out if that's connected to your nationality, right? Like they look at
Mm,
my skin tone. If I were to bust out with local language, I think that they would react like I was a local, So they're taking my skin tone to determine where I'm from, to determine if I'm a foreigner. Whereas
yeah.
if they took in my skin tone and I come out with my American accent right away, then they're confirming that part of it. So I mean, I still think that skin tone and color it's a thing.
Mm.
I'm surprised that you said that you didn't think it was. So
Well, we're speaking from different sides of the field here. Yeah,
yeah.
the fair skin, and I don't have to say anything. They're like, hey, it's that dude who
So
didn't
do you
make it
think
yet.
that there's a light skin privilege here in Ghana?
Um, I don't know if I'd say light. I think I think foreigners get a privilege here.
Yeah. I mean, I agree with
If,
that.
but light skin, I,
Yeah. Well,
I
so
don't know. I don't know about that one. I
Tabasco
think
saying
it's.
Ghanaians believe the lighter your skin, the more money you have.
Mm,
But I think that's definitely connected to the Obroni thing, like you being a foreigner and
yeah,
by
yeah,
association having more money. So I think
right.
that that's all connected.
I definitely agree with that.
They
That
call
foreigner
you
thing.
red. Yeah, but they do.
Uh-huh.
Likes help this couple get seen by more people. That is totally true. If you're watching right now and you're enjoying the content, hit the like button. It makes YouTube feed this video out to more people. So if you have a second, just hit the like button. More people will be able to join in on the conversation. So just keep that in mind. I don't think Io's experience was due to her light skin. It happens to all of us, dark skinned and all.
Mm.
I'm not sure what the context was for this, but yes. Taquisha said she was very comfortable when she was here in Ghana. She didn't feel any different than everyone else. She felt like she was home. And again, she was lighter skinned like me. So
Yeah.
there's
Oh,
that.
different experience.
Yeah.
Oh, Gannett, how are you? Gannett, I still have videos I need to send to you, so they'll be coming soon.
Yeah.
But yes, they'll be coming soon.
System says works in a law firm and had to adjust the demeanor so you're not perceived as a threat. Yep.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. That thing. I can't use my Ghanaian voice in the States.
No, you cannot. But I think that's the part of it, right? That's the thing that you get to let go of. If you're walking around all day at work at the law firm and you feel like you're always throttling yourself because you don't want to be threatening or be too urban or whatever other ridiculous label, right? That now you get to come to a place like Ghana and just however you want to be is okay. You can just be yourself and whatever that whatever that is for you without having to throttle yourself. There's a really freeing feeling. So I'm just saying.
There's a black newspaper. Yeah.
That's the thing. Aquarius School for Kids was saying when they moved to the States, they didn't understand why there was a black newspaper. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
Yeah. Tonisha says the term black carries a negative meaning. So when you speak, it sends that, sends that negative. I'm telling you.
Well, yeah.
Rochelle, thank you for the compliments on the jacket. I am not going to lie. I'm feeling this jacket today.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, that's a nice look on you. It really is.
The cut of it. I'm like, got the sleeve and a little extra. I'm wearing this one anyway. Natasha wants to know, do you have any tips for anyone who's traveling alone to Ghana?
Let's see.
I don't think there's any tips other than what you would generally suggest.
Yeah, think of it like if you're going to go to New York by yourself, whatever precautions you would take going to New York by yourself, going to Houston, Chicago, Philly, Detroit.
Oh my Miami. God, no, that's horrible advice. Don't say it.
Well, no, I'm just saying, if you more than likely she's going to come into Accra, you want to just take those same precautions, but don't worry that nobody's going to shoot or anything like that.
Yeah, no, you don't need mace and a rape whistle. I feel like your advice on that one, I gotta like.
Scale that back. No, it's just you're traveling solo. In the evening, you may want to have somebody with you, Uber or something like that, to take you around. That's it.
Yeah, I think when we are in the States and you say you're coming to Africa, people tell you to be careful because you should be worrying about, kidnapping and that you'll be taken by a man to be his seventh wife, or I'm not sure exactly what connotations are carried. And it's the precautions you're taking are just any precautions that you would normally take when you're by yourself, but not like if you were in like New York or Detroit or LA. I mean, I feel like you have to be really hyper aware of your environment. I don't know that that's necessarily true here, but you wouldn't go anywhere sketchy. You stay in a group, have a good awareness of your environment, just general safety rules.
Do a tour with us. We have excellent security when we're traveling. Let's see. We have great drivers for you can use all day, and they'll accompany you to any venue that you're going to and stuff like that. So there's precautions you can take if you're worried.
Don't feel worried though. Feel like you're gonna be ready.
Feel like
Tabasco says in the West you have to suppress your personality.
A little bit.
That's totally true. People talking about it being colorism.
I agree.
Yeah, in South Africa, I would be colored. In America, she's black, and in Ghana, she's white.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And as a biracial kid, I have to tell you that that's just basically my whole life wrapped up in a little comment on YouTube.
I remember I told somebody else that. I was like, I've been all kinds of things in America. So when I was born in the 70s, I was colored, then I was Negro, uh, then I was African Negro, then I was black, then I was African American. I've been a lot of things in
Weren't
these
we Afro-American for a while? Or
Afro American. Yeah,
yeah,
we
just
were
Afro.
Afro American, we were African American. And I was like, wow, they labeled me like 6 or 7 things in 51 years. Wow.
Well,
I'm just Tony Jones.
at least you haven't worried about being colored, black, and white. That's more fun, isn't it?
Oh wow. I didn't get that one.
Iodele, hey, great
Oh
name.
wow. Love her name.
Black Canadian women are so beautiful. Such charming beauty. Love that.
That
Yes.
is Adana. Yes.
Yeah, I find the fact that they called Io or anyone with the same complexion white. Yeah, that's
But
really
I wouldn't say it's just, I mean, you have to understand things here to say, okay, I get this or I get that. You have to understand the history here or the culture here. So
I
I
think
would
you
say,
also have to kind of get that feeling that like your color is it almost doesn't all these different places trying to label you by color, and it's so stupid and meaningless. That's I think,
mhm,
whether I'm called colored or black or white, still me doing me. So the labeling from other people is just them labeling.
mhm.
Hey, Richard. Thank
Richard
you.
Gordon, we appreciate that, sir. Thank you.
We do. Thank you very much. Um, I really appreciate when people take time to do that. So
Mhm.
someone saying that, yeah, pronounce African names, that they're not picking white names, they're picking Bible names.
Marvin, my name is out of the Bible. Is Marvin in the Bible for real?
I think.
I'm just messing. Is it?
Well,
I never heard of Marvin
let's
in
look
the
at the
Bible.
next comment. People are
Um,
beginning to give their kids only local names. Yes.
it's changing. Uh,
Good.
Emma did that, didn't she?
Yeah. I mean, no, I think sometimes we'll meet people and they'll tell us their local name, but they still have a Western name. Or
Mhm.
if maybe Marvin's right and it's not a Western name, it's just a biblical name, but they have that second name. And I
Um,
understand people saying like, oh, it's no worry, it's a biblical name. But then I also have to pause a little bit and really think about how
Bible. It's
the
still, it's still the same.
that biblical reference is very Western infused as part of the imperialism of colonialism.
Yeah.
So I get the Bible thing. I get it. I'm amazed at how
Yeah.
fast they can build a church here. Are you amazed at how fast I can build a church?
Oh, and they build them big.
Don't they
Hey.
though?
Uh-huh.
Anyone who's Western is Obroni. Yes. If you lose your local accent, if you are Ghanaian and you go abroad and you come back, they might still call you a brony. Absolutely.
Oh no, I'm looking at these comments over here.
Yes. I laugh when Africans have these old English names. Yeah. And Gertrude. Yeah.
Yeah, that is funny to me.
Ghanaians
I'm
don't have
sit-
white names as their family names. Those names are given to Christians as their first names.
yes.
Okay. It's more of a Christian name thing. My husband is from Uganda, and the only way he was allowed to attend school is if he had a Christian name. So they had to call him Christopher.
Mm. Wow.
Yeah.
Christian name given at baptism. Yeah.
Yeah. So I it shows respect to take time and try to pronounce a person's name. Yes. I completely get that
Mhm.
that we have people who have a Christian or Western or biblical name. I laugh at the irony of people coming from the West to Ghana wanting a Ghanaian name or wanting
Yeah.
a mother, like a name that has more meaning at the
Yeah.
same time that people here are using
Yeah.
these
Like,
Western sounding names.
yeah. Yeah. Agree. You know, I wish I had a different last name. I traced my surname to a West Louisiana plantation, Jones. So names mean something,
Yeah,
and you know,
completely.
mean something.
Hey Jet, how you doing? Good to see you.
Shut you
Uh,
in.
people following you around the store too? Uh-huh. That's really annoying.
Yeah. My dad always had this thing about people follow you around in stores like you. Don't spend your money where you're not wanted.
Where are you going to keep all your money? Charlotte says they really see us disagree on anything.
You don't see us enough, Charlotte.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one. Hey, babe, we don't disagree a lot, do we?
Yes, we don't.
Yes, yes, we do. What? No,
No, we do.
we do
Yes,
know.
we don't. I don't
Yes.
know.
Are you arguing with me right now? Stop it. No. Yes.
You're
Uh,
so beautiful.
love you so much, baby. Wode Maya has a German name. Berthold? No.
Oh,
Berth.
wow.
What a tear. Wow. But that's what I don't
Wow.
understand. I don't understand at
Yep.
cultural
Yeah.
reasons. I'm gonna leave that one. Kwame,
hmm
Kwesi. Yep. If you had another brother, he'd probably be Kweku. Yes. I love
Yeah.
it.
Hey,
Yes.
there you go.
Sabrina's laughing. The colonizers took their names as they did ours and the natives. And there's so much connected to names.
hmm hmm
Christian names, absolutely. Tony, in Ghana and on the continent as a whole, you are seen as a human being foremost and not a color.
Yes, absolutely. On the continent, I love that because yeah,
You
that's
do.
universal here.
Yeah. We've got someone who's saying older generations didn't always embrace being African, but say it loud, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Your relationship with the word black depends on when and where and maybe how you grew up. Yeah, I agree with that 100%. Absolutely. I have an English name, however, it's not my doing. I try to in the US. I try to use my local home name. Yeah, it was hard. I'm not gonna lie. Growing up as Io, you know, my whole name. I didn't have a.
I know that.
I had it was. I had a mouthful name, so yeah, I know
Yeah,
what it's like.
yeah.
I definitely know what it's like. Hey, Richard says, how much does it cost to plant a fruit tree or feed a poor person or family? To feed a poor person doesn't cost much. Costs your generosity. I mean, you can buy a good meal for
Yeah.
five,
I
ten
think
dollars.
that's all relative.
Yeah, it's all relative. And how much does it cost to plant a fruit tree? You know, it's probably more expensive to find the land to where you want to plant that fruit tree. I think that would
hmm
definitely be the bigger part of it. But yeah, not much cost at all. Tyrone says is learning so much from us here with Vanessa and Ivy and Anna. So we're looking forward to visiting. Welcome. Come on.
All right, yeah, come on, man.
Someone's talking about the Confederate flags in Ghana.
Yeah, Ghanaians mistake the Confederate flag as American. Americans mistake the Confederate flag for the American flag. So yeah, we
I
understand
remember
the
being in
confusion.
the South with my sister, and we were trying to stop for this is back in the 90s. We needed to stop
hmm
for gas or something, and we got out, and the gas station had a Confederate flag, and there was a pickup truck like in the parking lot with one. And my sister and I were in the car, and we were having a debate as
If
to
you should
whether
get
we
out
should get. Yeah, like
or
was this?
risk it running out of gas to the next town. Yeah,
That's
I
exactly the
understand.
conversation. Was like, well, how many miles do you think we could make it on the rest of this tank? Is it worth it? It
Can we
was.
just get like $1.50 and move on real fast?
I've never stopped at a gas station here and had to wonder about in that same way
Yeah. Yeah.
ever. So most Black Americans receive their surnames and the names of their ancestors from their slave masters as a plantation piece. Yeah.
hmm
Yep.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah. Absolutely understand that one.
Yeah, Ghanaians would have to experience
Okay.
what it's like to be here in America. Yeah, it's hard to explain the blackness. Your blackness.
I do think YouTube and Facebook and all these places, these platforms that are able to put out videos to show people, the other side of being black, the negative and the disproportionate side of blackness in America. So uh, less people. I remember Elliot and I having a conversation, and I asked him, "Do you want to go to America?" He's like, "Oh no, I used to, but not anymore. I see the videos." So it's
Oh,
coming out more of what your blackness means around the globe. So
yeah. Kwame says he was
I'm
born
glad
in
it is. What's
He
that?
was born in Ghana, and he said that if he didn't go to the UK, he wouldn't have understood what race politics in the West was,
Mm,
especially as it relates to the UK, the US, and mainland
that's
Europe.
New York. Yeah.
Yeah. Tabasco says, in Ghana, you can be the real you.
Yes.
Yeah.
I can attest to that. Absolutely. Anybody here who not quite certain if you're being the best you can be, come to Ghana.
You'll find out real quick, right?
Uh-huh.
So here's a question for you, Tony.
Are you happy in Ghana? No, I'm not happy. I'm very happy in Ghana.
Y'all, he's not leaving. I'm telling you, this guy right here.
Oh, my wife is saying it now. He's not leaving.
Yeah. Sabrina still requires cultural shift when you come. Yes. Wesley and Danielle, looking forward to experiencing it.
Good.
Yes.
Come on, guys. Come on.
Yeah.
I'm not
Charlotte
lying.
says she's not as light skinned as me, but most people think that she got the job because of the color of her skin. I actually had somebody say that to me once at my college, at university. It was that I probably got in because I was black, and I was like, hold it all inside, Io. Don't say
mm,
anything. But that's part of the black baggage that you're carrying around, right?
yeah.
That people think you're here because you're filling a quota. I'm telling you.
Mm,
Ghana lady, I didn't know there was a black race until I migrated to the US. All her time in Ghana, she'd never heard someone using black to describe
black
a person.
subscriber. Yeah, that was, yeah. Uh-huh. It
Yeah,
was something.
but that's like, it's mind blowing to think of that as a Westerner, to think of that as an American, to say that you would never describe someone as black when in the States, it's literally the first word used to describe you.
To describe. Yeah.
I mean, if someone was going to tell you, what do you look like? Well, they're black,
Mm-hmm.
black, and then fill in the blank, but it's always going to be black first. So yeah, when you come to Ghana, you just get to be part of the human race.
Yeah, absolutely.
Definitely. Dickie says that when they lived in Ethiopia, it was the first time they really felt like it was just they were a normal human being.
Normal, yeah. They're just, yeah, just you're just you. People are just people. There's no identifiers.
Right, right. Regis says you're free of the stereotypes that come with being a black man.
I am. Yes, I am.
Yeah, and I think that's what that's the piece that you can't put in like a tourism video, or you can't explain it in a brochure or a 90-second commercial or a 30-second commercial. This,
Yeah, you have to experience it.
yeah, you really
You have to
do.
experience it.
It,
Yeah.
it's something you just can't explain to anyone else. So yeah, Dickie says that he was 65. Um, if he had the money, he would leave America and never return.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
um,
Yeah, we understand that, man. If
yeah,
I had the money,
definitely.
I'd send for you, Dickie.
What I'm trying to say is that you get to be race neutral, and you're devoid of the burden of the challenges of blackness, and you're not a cultural other. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Vernell says you both look cute. Thank you. People want to know where I
Oh
am.
wait.
I'm
Oh
not.
wait, hey.
I'm not.
Hey man, let me asking where my wife is. You see us in different rooms. What's wrong with you, man? See? That's what I mean. Gotta watch these people.
People talking about colorism in Ghana, absolutely, and to behave in the U.S. I,
Yes.
yeah, and what's really interesting is that in the year and a half now that we've kind of been going through, that we've been gone in Ghana, and I haven't had to explain any of that to the boys lately. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
We
yeah,
haven't had to
yeah.
have a conversation of like, you're in public now. Make sure you're not too black.
Hmm.
Or the age appropriate version of that speech. I haven't had to give it.
Right.
Have we had to give any kind of substitution?
Not really. I think it's more of, hey, don't be acting crazy and calm yourself down. No playing. Not so much. Hey, eyes are on us.
Yeah, I think that's a good one. Yeah. We were never black. It was just designed or a byword that we accepted. Yeah,
Mm.
I think so.
Yeah, yeah. I think that's that's the thing here that I was talking about was where it says, you give up black and find out the nationality of people. Here, it's the tribe of your people. It's not your black. It's your tribe. Are you Ashanti or Fanti
Yeah,
or Ewe? It's that. It's not the skin color. So
yeah. No, I completely agree. Someone's commenting that you lose your blackness. You don't have to be aware of your black that blackness that you carry around.
yeah.
It's something. It really is.
Hmm.
Uh,
Invisible but strong.
Visible
What
but
is
strong.
the
Yeah.
excuse for a Ghanaian born and bred on Ghana to have an Anglo-Saxon name? The answer is morbid Christianity.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it's just widely adopted. I know
Yeah.
that people have different stances on it, but it's so widely adopted that people have it, even if they don't like it. Have we talked to somebody? Somebody else was telling us their Christian name, and they were like, "But I don't like it." And I remember they told it to me. I can't even remember what it was, and it was like, "Yeah, that's a horrible name." Kind of bad. I wish I could remember who it was. Anyway, yeah, it's interesting how people really it's hard. Calling you a brony in Ghana is because of your color. Yes,
Hmm.
completely agree. So Lisa's GTO, we haven't talked to you in a minute. Is
Oh yeah.
mentioning that Ahmaud Aubrey case. How do you feel about how that case really maybe comments on blackness?
Hmm.
Like, I think. Well, let me rephrase that with an I think. Here you are just trying to be you and do you, and you can't. It's like some disturbing stuff.
Yeah.
You don't want to comment on it.
No.
Well, I'm going to play this then.
Drop a comment below and let us know what you think.
There, that was that was my comment for it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So-
And that's just because being black, running in a white neighborhood, going out for a jog in a white neighborhood. Yeah. Think about that a lot, man. Being black in a white neighborhood, living in a white neighborhood. So,
Yeah, I like that we don't have to think of those things when we are in Ghana. That we don't have to explain those things to our kids. And
yeah, because it does, after a certain, so long, it's been generations of the same thing. And the question is why? Well, why do you have to do that? Why can't I? It just doesn't make sense. So I'm glad
it's
we don't have to have that talk right now.
I know, I really am. And I think I get more appreciative of it as time goes on, to really be able to say that this is a conversation that we hopefully never have to burden our kids with, that we have to teach them how to
Yeah.
not, what is it, like, to curtail their blackness. I'm not even
Yeah.
sure. All
All
right.
right.
Absolutely love.
Feel it go, Chris.
Thank
All right.
you. I don't, let me see. There's a whole bunch of people who are talking about the naming. I guess I should not have
Yeah,
brought
the
up.
name is a big deal. Yeah.
There were really good people who are in the comments about that one. Hugh is saying that they're from Jamaica, living in Georgia, and from the islands. They always treat the white people right visitors good.
Yeah. Well, we
Yeah.
see that when we vacation, how they treat the lighter skinned people.
Yeah, definitely. Well, so if you are enjoying watching this, definitely hit the like button. That way, the YouTube algorithm will show us a little more love and get this video out to more people.
Yep.
DC, hey, 12 degrees.
I'll do more faces. Do more faces. What does that mean? Oh, there you go.
Was that? We love seeing and hearing Luke and Leo. Yes.
Yeah.
I would love to live in a country where the stories are centered around us and our experiences without feeling othered or criminals or, yeah. Do you know, I was watching some movie with the boys the other day on the Ghana cable channels. And it was an American movie. Obviously, we were watching something American on the television. But I did have this moment where I was like, there is not one positive Black person in this entire freaking movie.
Mm.
I should turn this off. I just was like, what am I? How am I giving them, my kids, subliminal messaging here that there's not one Black person in this movie that I would want you to identify with or associate with, or God forbid, bring them to my house. Like, there's no.
Mm-hmm. I'll get it.
Yeah. Oh, so there's that. We're getting a lot of thumbs up and lots of loves. Tony, are we having an identity crisis?
No, I think it's an awakening. I don't know. It's not a crisis.
Yeah, I think that this is what the conversation where we're really trying to take people with this conversation is to understand that there's more possibilities out there, that the American experience is told, like we're told about the American experience as though it's a utopian experience.
Mm-hmm.
Like America is the best. America is the best place on earth. It's the only place you will ever want to live. You'll never want. Why would you ever want to leave America?
And that is so far from the truth. So
yeah. So just to consider the possibilities.
Right.
So hey, Tony.
Yeah. Yo.
Guess what?
Hey. Yeah. So we have been nominated for YouTube Content Creators Couples Award for yeah, I know it's a big deal, I guess.
Well, it's the YouTube Ghana. Okay, so it's not like it's the international YouTube, but hey, we'll take it. I'll feel pretty good with that.
Oh, hey, this is a big deal for us.
Yeah.
Really big deal. The likes of Wade Maya, Mark Angel, the comedian, Ivy Prosper, have all been nominated for different categories as well. So this is a really, really big deal for us. I do plan on being at the award ceremony. It's a 3-day event in November. You can vote for us. We'll have a link. Well, we'll put that in the show notes, right?
Yeah, it's already down there in the description box. So
it is. It's already, yeah. If
you
you're
can only vote if you're in Ghana.
Yeah, if you're in Ghana, you can vote for us. If you're not in Ghana, tell somebody you know in Ghana to vote for us.
Yeah, I have to tell you, I looked at it today so I could get the link.
Mm-hmm.
And we're not in the lead right now. So, I just, if you want to vote, definitely do it, because right now we're not leading.
Oh wow. Yeah. So maybe you guys can help us out with that.
Yeah. Can you believe that we've been doing this now for 1.5 years, and all this time we have never crossed paths with Wade Maya?
Right. So maybe we were just destined to meet on this platform or something. So we'll see how that goes.
We're going to the award ceremony like, okay, been waiting for our Wade moment. We're ready.
Yeah.
Well, I'm looking forward to it. So if you want to check out that link down the bottom, that would be great.
Absolutely. And somebody's saying use a Ghana VPN to vote.
Oh, can you do that? Is that like a thing?
I don't know.
Natalie's in Ghana. Somebody's saying, yeah, use a Ghana VPN. Thank you, Joe, for saying well deserved. We appreciate that. Some congratulations. Yeah. Talking about that we're real.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, we're not robots or anything. Like, we're real.
I think people think we're faking it for the videos.
Yeah, there's no faking this. We're just really crazy.
Water Maya. Happy birthday. Thank you. Yay. Hey, Mark, I put that link down in the show notes, and your VPN puts your source as Ghanaian. So, yep. So if you wanted to pop in there and do that, that would be great. Hello. Thank you. We're glad we're your favorite couple.
Hey, Johnson.
How are your tours going, babe? Do you have any big events coming up for your tours?
Tours are going great. Let's see. Let's see.
Are you doing something for Christmas this year? Or people are coming in to do Christmas next year?
People are coming in over the holiday, and I think there's a tour going on. I think it starts the 28th of December. We're working on the website so we can have calendars so people can see when there are active tours going on, and they can join in on them. But
yeah,
I think there's a tour starting on the 28th. A couple of people coming on, so we'll have that tour going on. The following month, I think, is the men's tour.
I'm really looking forward to your men's tour. I mean, that sounded weird, but
yeah, that did. It's like, dang, what the hell?
You put together some fun stuff for it, so I'm looking forward.
Oh yeah, I'm actually looking forward to that, so I can take the tour too, because that's going to be a great tour. But yeah, expatlifeghana.com is where you can find out information on the tours. We take them whenever you want to take them, and we also have planned tours that are set dates. So.
Yeah, so if you wanted to come in and join others like you, like the men's group, and join other people, or the ladies group, that's always a fun one. Or if you have a bunch of couples that you want to bring together for a tour together, that's always a good plan too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Have to give another shout out to Alpha Afrique. Thank you very much for the.
Slide back here so you can see.
I know. Well, you can slide forward. You have really good embroidery on yours. I like that.
Yeah. Oh,
embroidery on the. Yeah.
All right, let me see here. Get up. Get in there.
Yeah. So.
And it goes all the way over to the sleeve here.
Oh, does it?
Sleeve. Yeah, it's all the way on my sleeve over here.
Oh yeah, it totally is. No, I really like that shirt.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Pulls nothing to this jacket, y'all.
No, that jacket is awfully cute on you. I like the cut right in the midsection there.
Yes, it's looking good. I can't even sit up far enough to sit. But yes, check them out on Instagram, Alpha Afrique. When you see the pictures of Tony and I as models, double tap those and definitely like.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's kind of weird that I'm like, oh yes, I'm a model. No, I'm not. Totally not a model.
You are a model.
Oh, thanks, babe.
Supermodel. Yeah, thanks again, Alpha Afrique.
Yes, and they have a shop in East Legon, and their contact information is below, so definitely check them out. Are you guys in separate rooms? You know what? We should have shocked everyone when we started and been like, Tony and I separated. We're keeping the channel.
She's like, I'm going back to the U.S. Left his ass there.
Yeah, I totally would. I would never do that, Tony.
Yeah, you'd kill me first. Yeah, I know. Sleep with one eye open. I'm learning.
Learning. You've been doing that for a long time. It's probably a good idea that you do. What are the vaccination expectations to take a tour?
Whatever requirements that the country has for you to come into the country. So if the government is saying you have to have a vaccination to come into the country, then you do. But other than that, they're just asking for a COVID test, and that's fine. I think COVID here has a different feel than in the States. It's a different monster in the States than it is here. So we're a little more relaxed with interactions here.
Yeah,
Where in the
absolutely.
States I would not be this free around people.
Yeah, no, I think it's completely true. Awesome outfits from Joe. Appreciate that.
Thank you, Joe.
Some people are worried that I just said that we were separating.
No. You want to explain to them why we're in different places?
No, we don't have to talk about our business and
Oh,
stuff.
okay.
I'm just out of town. What can I tell you? I couldn't make it back in time. You know how it be like sometimes. It's
She
okay,
went to a
right?
party, and I think intentionally missed her flight. I don't know. No.
That I
Yeah,
would
we just.
never do something like that.
Yeah, I know they're calling BS on that. They're like, I went to a party. No.
Everybody knows that's not true. I went to a book club meeting and I didn't make it back in time. All right, so black, brown, yellow. Black is we're all one.
Yeah.
I agree. Mariella says that we're down to earth, no faking. Yeah.
No.
Not faking at all. Natasha says Expat Life Ghana. Yes, if you are voting for a favorite couple, they didn't even list us by name. They listed us by Expat Life Ghana.
Yeah, we're just Expat Life Ghana. We're not
all
Io and Tony.
Yeah, all the other couples on the page have their couple, like their names.
And they have pictures too.
Yeah.
They just.
That's okay. We'll still take it.
Wow. Yeah, our subscribers are up to over like 40,000. Want to thank
we should
every one of our subscribers for connecting with us and following us. We really appreciate you guys.
Yes.
You guys are great. Awesome.
We should have given that shout out. Somebody's saying that we should try to hit 50 before 2022. We can do it. Yes. If you are not subscribed yet, subscribe right now.
And tell your friend.
I feel like we should definitely we should come in with this one.
Hi, I'm Leo. Subscribe right now.
That's my boy.
Love the outfits. Yes. Thank you very much. Someone else saying congrats. Some celebration and love. All right, Tony, I feel like we've been on for a good long minute here. And since I am away, I'm gonna wrap it up here and get myself to bed, if you don't mind.
All righty. Well, I just want to say to everybody out there in the world, if you're coming in for holiday to Ghana, we'd love to see you. Afrochella's coming up. Afro Xmas is coming up. Just great time in Ghana. Stay tuned. We may have a meet and greet sometime around the Christmas time for people coming in for holiday. We just got to work that out. Other than that, the meet and greet tomorrow. Get with the closed Facebook group for the information on that. And I think that's all I got. And vote for us. Go out and vote for us if you can for the content creator, the couples, Expat Life Ghana.
And don't forget to hit the like button on your way out. All right, Tony. Love you. I'll see you later.
All right. Hey, Charlie out for now.